What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today is, what is today actually? Today is Thursday, June 12th. A nice hot day too. It's 98 degrees, which that is toasty considering the other day it was like raining and it was like 70 out. So it is a lot warmer today and you can definitely feel it outside. So you're probably hearing that air conditioning on full blast and it is super hot. If I lower this, I'm going to start sweating and we don't want that. But there was an update on the Action 5, so I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit better with color. I did mention that with color and like their dynamic range. So we'll see how the footage looks. I don't know if I do have it set to like minus 0.3 EV, so you maybe be able to see a little bit outside. Maybe the colors look a lot better now. I don't know. We shall see. We'll take, maybe I'll go out later tonight once the sun starts going down just to see how the footage looks then. But this will just be a normal kind of day video. We'll test out some of the camera footage as well, see how it looks. Do have a package to go drop off at the post office, so there's that. And I did open up some pins today. The box lunch in my area is closing, unfortunately, so the next one I would have to go to is like, I want to say it's like an hour away, so probably won't be going to box lunch anytime soon. But I did pick up these because they were 60% off, so I think they came out to being like $6 a pin or something like that. But yeah, look at that. Maybe a little bit less than $6, but it's that puzzle piece one. So I got Mickey Mouse, Daisy, and Goofy, so that's pretty solid. And I did have, I think, the Pluto one. I don't think I had a Donald one. I don't remember, but I definitely did not have these three, so these ones are new. But yeah, so we'll head over to the post office, drop off this package. I'd probably go pick up a coffee first, actually. Only had one today, so I'm definitely in need of my second coffee. But I'll give you a nice little view here outside my windows. You know, let's see, does it look good out there? The color looks, based on the screen for me, the sky doesn't look as like oversaturated, so it doesn't look as cartoony as it did before this update. But I don't know, we'll see how this footage comes out. Alright, we finally made it to Dunkin'. Only took forever.
What can I get?
I could get a medium hot coffee with milk and sugar.
Anything else?
And a plain bagel toasted with cream cheese.
Alright.
And that's it.
Beautiful.
Thank you. And I know it is 100 degrees pretty much outside, but nothing hits like quite like a hot coffee. Alright, got the coffee. It kind of spilt all over the place because the lid fell off, and the bagel. So enjoy that, and then drop off the package now. Head over to the post office, deliver that package, and then maybe go to the store real quick and see what else I can get into for today. I don't really want to be outside too much in the sun today because it is a hot one out. Alright, made it to the post office directly behind me here. Deliver this package real quick, or should I say drop off. I'm not delivering the package. I do have to clean out the car a little bit again, and then I'll go to, let's see, I don't know, now the car smells like coffee too, so I have to like wipe down the car real quick because it's gonna reek of coffee for days now. They also filled up the coffee way too much, and then like when they put the lid on, it was like put on like sideways, so when I like grabbed it to put it in the cup holder like from here, the whole lid just popped off and like coffee just shot everywhere. We can see it like on the bottom of the coffee cup now. It's just, there's like a whole puddle in there. It was a disaster. But let me go inside, drop off this package, and continue with the day. I think the camera footage does look better now with this update. I feel like the colors look a little bit better. Doesn't look like, I don't know, as cartoony as it used to look, but I don't know. I'll show you on the big screen. Alright, so as I was sitting here behind some cars, I was thinking maybe I'll go to this other mall that's kind of close by me. It's kind of like a dead mall, but go there. They do have a Hot Topic, so maybe I'll check out their Hot Topic, see if there's any pins I want to pick up from there, because typically Hot Topic pins are kind of cheap, like $10 a pin. So not too bad. So maybe I'll swing by there, check that out. Maybe I'll go get a massage from the one massage place that's at that mall, because normally they're pretty decent and they're kind of semi-cheap. They're cheaper than the other mall that I go to. So maybe I'll head there, get a nice massage in to finish out my week, and then go clean out the car, because maybe it'll be a little bit cooler. It is 320 right now, so it is at that like that peak heat, and it should start cooling off in the next couple hours. So maybe I'll clean out the car later once the sun starts to set and the heat starts to die down a bit. All right, pulling up to the mall. I don't know if you could see it because it is a little bit far away, but like there's a decent amount of cars over here by Macy's. Macy's is right over there. It's that JCPenney, I believe, is over there, so kind of empty towards that way, and then PF Chang's, and then there's like a little strip over here that has a few different stores, but doesn't look too busy in the area of PF Chang's. But I feel like it's not really a mall day since, 99 degrees now, so people are probably down at the boardwalk. All right, made it into the mall. It is a ghost town in here for sure. It's pretty neat. Jurassic Park t-shirt and a Chewbacca one. Hakuna Matata, and a Stitch one for only $8.99. Alright, the massage is done. Did go to the Hot Topic, picked up my items from there. That used to be FYE over there, so looks like FYE hasn't survived. And then this new, I haven't been to this mall in a while, but the Slime University here now. Used to be a jewelry store here. This used to at one time used to be a haircut place, but that was a long time ago. And the food court here is always a ghost town. But that's where the massage place was. And I parked just inside here, or just outside I should say, of Boscov's. This is where I saw that Jurassic Park shirt. But I don't know, maybe I'll see if they have any shorts I could pick up today. Okay, so it cooled down a bit. And I didn't buy any shorts. I did buy a shirt that kind of feels like how the Roosevelts feel. So it's similar material. Nice lightweight, perfect for the summer. But once I get in the car, I'll take it out of the bag and give you a little preview. It's only $20 too. So that, in my opinion, is a really good deal. Because I feel like clothes these days have been super expensive. Let me see if this coffee is still good or not. Yeah, it's hot enough to keep the coffee hot. So I'll just show the pattern. It's a button up. So it has like palm trees, martini, little like floaty of a flamingo. I don't remember pineapple. I don't remember if I mentioned that. Some palm trees. So pretty cool shirt. And it was only 20 bucks again, so that's a good deal. And as far as the pins I picked up from Hot Topic, I got this mystery set. So it has Stitch and Angel in their sleep attire, so that's pretty neat. So I'll pop those open and see which ones I get from that set. What else did I pick up? Oh, another Stitch one. So it has like Stitch and Lilo, and like they're just different like poses and whatnot. Kind of hoping to get this, either them in the rocket ship that's over in this corner here, or maybe the one with the record player, or the one in that car there. And that's it for the mystery set. And then I did pick up just 2 pins here for Ratatouille. So it's just like the Ratatouille sign with like Remy on it, or rat, most likely Remy, but looks more just like a normal rat, and a Gusteau's sign. So that's a pretty cool set. It was $15, so I think that was definitely worth it. But I'm gonna pop open these mystery pins and then see which ones I got. Hopefully there's no duplicates. I hate these duplicates I keep getting, but I'll pop these open and then see what I got. And it did cool off so much. My car still says it's 103, but I don't think so. And then I have to go clean the car out. So open these up and then head over to the gas station, do a quick wipe down of the interior, get off all that coffee, and throw out all these bags that I have in here. Alright, so just opened up the pins. So I did get a duplicate, unfortunately. At least it's a cool duplicate, so I think people would like it if I was to trade it, which I am going to trade it. But here's a look at the pins that I got. So obviously there's the Remy's, or Ratatouille ones, I should say. But we got the very awake looking Stitch with Scrump, a very tired looking Angel, and a double of the Lilo in the rocket ship car, for ride I should say, with Stitch. So pretty neat pins. And of course on the other side I have the pins from earlier, but yeah, pretty cool pins to get. And it's actually starting to become sunset now, so nice like lighting for these pins. But all right, time to go clean the car out. All right, made it to the car wash. Time to clean out this messy car of all these bags, all the pin boxes too. There's only like 900 pin boxes, but in here I have to block the sun a little bit there. But yeah, time to clean out all these pin bags and pin boxes, some Dunkin' Donuts bags as well. And then head home for a little bit, and then maybe go outside later this evening just to see how much of a difference this new update did, if it changed anything with the low light performance and the dynamic range. But I don't know, so far I feel like the camera looks, I don't know, somewhat better, I guess, but only time will tell. I still think I do like the Pocket 3's just normal video better than this. However, the durability of this camera is so much better than the Pocket 3. So I don't know, I feel like this is a good, reliable, small camera so far. But I had this now for I think about a month. But we'll see how this color profile looks now. Still shooting with Vivid, the negative 0.03. No D-Log, none of that fancy stuff. We're just going basic. But yeah, clean out the car, head home, chill for a bit, and then just go for a nice evening stroll around the neighborhood and see how it looks at night. Okay, so it's later than I thought it would be, but it is super dark. It's about 9:40 p.m. So I have it to the 1/30 shutter speed to allow that more light in. So we'll probably see a little bit of jitters here, but I want to see how it does. I want to see how the color looks in the super night mode, and it is super dark. Let's see, see any jitters here? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, I feel like sometimes you see them and then sometimes you don't. It is now though, like perfect weather out. I want to say it's like probably like mid 70s, maybe 80. But it is perfect now. Kind of see some clouds up in the sky. The house has some blue lights on it, so that looks kind of neat. But I'm trying not to talk too loud because people are probably sleeping. It is a Thursday, so people got work in the morning. But probably gonna look nice and orange in this street lights. But yeah. Alright, let's see if this looks jittery or not. I'm trying to walk a little bit more controlled than I normally walk, just to see if we can get some better footage with this camera without a gimbal. I must admit though, it is always so creepy in this neighborhood once nighttime hits. Alright, coming up to a relatively lit up area, so we can actually, see, we have the traffic light, not traffic, the street light. And there's some different lights here around the neighborhood. Oh gosh, it's so dark and spooky over here. This light is off. Person's light on from the side of their house just came on, so I kind of lit it up a little bit, but man, it is dark over here. Ooh, almost took a tumble. Alright, and that street light is off too. So pretty much this whole street is being lit up with just people's like porch lights and whatever kind of lights they have by the mailboxes. But yeah, super dark. But with the super darkness, it allows you to really test the super night mode to really see if it makes a big difference, which it does compared to the Action 4 for sure. But I'm curious though of how the colors will look with this new update that came out. So curious to see if it'll look better. I know it used to like have a weird like tint to it, like kind of like a yellowish color. I noticed when I first hit record, it kind of has like a split second where it's like a weird orangey yellow color, and then it like adjusts and goes to like normal like blacks and kind of cooler colors you would see at night. So I don't know, so maybe it's better. I don't know, it looked nice and bright here though, so that's good. Coming up to like that's another creepy section though of the neighborhood. This was nice and lit up, so that's a nice change for once. Alright, see, I don't know if you just saw that, it did flicker between two different color like, I don't know, profiles or tints or whatever you want to call it. But coming up to another semi decent lit section of the neighborhood. Before I get back to the super dark areas, I feel like it's brighter up here compared to closer to my house, because closer to my house there's like very little light. Here you have all these lights on everyone's houses, all mobile except for the street over there. Most of the lights here work, so that's good. So it kind of makes me nice and yellow. Alright, I'm curious if there'll be jitters on this house. Trying to hold it relatively steady-ish. But, you know, footsteps make you jitter a little bit. Alright, well lit here. Closer to my house, but before we get to the dark zones here. So you can actually see me, which is kind of nice. Especially for this neighborhood. Very dark all the time at night. But I think it does look pretty decent. I definitely like it better than the Action 4. I think there may be another update or two away from it being like really good, but I feel like they're gonna hold off on any major changes until they get to the Action 6. I think that will be the best out of all the action cameras around. But we get a nice view of the blue lights. That's a cool view. And then we get to darkness. Alright, this thing that's in the middle of the sidewalk kind of scared me. Thought it was an animal at first, but it looks like it's just a little kid's like miniature bicycle thing, or scooter, or whatever that is, little car. But it kind of scared me because it looked like an animal at first. Alright, so gonna end the video. Good day. Got the massage, got some pins. Tested out the new update on the Action 5 during the day, and here on Super Night mode. But yeah, with that being said, until next time.